Hmm, looks like your packing is in full swing, Aparna.
Yes, JC, I can't wait to move into my new house.
Hmm, looks like there's still lots to do. Let me give you a hand.
Hey, thanks, JC. Let's begin then. Why don't you bring me those empty cardboard boxes?
Okay, but where are the empty boxes?
Right there, JC. We have to use these cardboard cutouts to form the boxes.
But how can we form a box using these flat cardboard cutouts?
I can understand why you would be confused, JC. Because these cardboard cutouts are two-dimensional shapes having only width and length.
Exactly. While a box has a three-dimensional shape, a three-dimensional shape has width, height, and depth.
Yes, JC, you're right. This cutout is just the net of the box. We can use it to make the box.
How?
Look, JC, if we fold along the markings, the two-dimensional cardboard shape forms a three-dimensional box.
Okay, that means a net is just a cutout which when folded forms a three-dimensional shape.
Yes, JC, a flat, two-dimensional shape which can be folded to form a three-dimensional shape is called the net of that shape. Look, JC, this is the base of the box, and these four parts would form the sides of the box. And finally, this rectangular shape would form the top cover of the box.
Okay, I got it. Quickly fold this net, Aparna. I want to see how you do it.
Here,
Wow, this flat two-dimensional shape has actually been folded into a three-dimensional box with width, height, and depth. Aparna, just like a box has a net, other three-dimensional shapes must have nets too.
yes, you're right, JC. Look, even this pyramid-shaped paperweight has a net.
Oh, what would the net of this pyramid look like, Aparna?
Let me show you.
Hey, if I fold this net, this square shape at the center would form the base, and these four triangles would form the sides of the pyramid, right?
Correct, JC. Look, this net has formed a pyramid.
Wow! Aparna, can you show me the nets for some other shapes too?
Yes, JC. Let's draw the net for the cylinder. The net of a cylinder is a simple one. The curved surface of a cylinder, when spread flat, forms a rectangular shape. The circular top and bottom can be represented by these two circles. Let me show you the net of one more shape. Here's a three-dimensional shape called a prism and its net.
Okay, does each three-dimensional shape have only one net?
Oh no, JC! A three-dimensional shape can have more than one net. Let me show you. These two nets, when folded, form the same shape. That is, an open box.
Oh, a three-dimensional shape can have more than one net.
Yes, exactly. Now, let's finish packing. JC, and don't forget to visit me at my new house.
I won't. Hi, Aparna. This house looks beautiful.
Hi, JC. Thanks.
Hey, what were you drawing?
Oh, this. I was sketching a dog house. I'm going to adopt a dog soon.
A dog? That's great!
I am designing a dog house for my dog. These are the floor maps I was drawing for the dog house. Once the floor plan is ready, I will help Dad construct it.
Oh, but what is a floor map?
A floor map shows the design or layout of a house on paper. Let me show you the floor map of my dog house. This floor map shows the top view of the house. Here, we can see various details of the house.
Hey, your dog house will have one door and four windows.
Exactly! This floor map shows us details of the house, such as its layout, the position of its doors and windows, and the area covered by the house. This is why floor maps are always made before a house is constructed.
Oh, what does the house look like from the front? You can't show that using a floor map, can you?
No, you can't. Here, the front view of the house looks like this. In the front view, we can see the door and only two windows out of the four. Did you notice something new here that wasn't seen in the floor map, JC?
Yes, the roof of the house is not flat. And I can actually see the shape of the door and windows.
Correct, JC. In the floor map, we can see details like the floor area covered by the house and the number of doors and windows the house will have. While in the front view, you notice other details like how the roof is and the shape of the door and windows. Am I right?
Yes, each view shows different details of the house.
Correct. These details together help to construct the house.
Now, I really want to see the doghouse, Aparna. But I guess I'll have to wait for that.
No, JC, you don't have to wait for so long. I have drawn the deep drawing of the house too.
A deep drawing? What's that, Aparna?
Yeah, JC.
Wow. Is this what the doghouse will look like? It's great.
This sketch is a deep drawing which shows the height, width, and depth of the doghouse.
Yes, look, here is the width, height, and depth of the house.
JC, can you tell me what's the difference between the front view and the deep drawing of the house?
I know. In the front view, we can see only the width and height of the house. But a deep drawing also shows depth. Wow, Aparna, this deep drawing gives a proper idea of what the final doghouse will look like.
I know.
Hey, I'll help you in constructing the doghouse.
Great, let's go then.
A two-dimensional shape has only width and length. A three-dimensional shape has width, height, and depth. A flat two-dimensional shape, which can be folded to form a three-dimensional shape, is called the net of that shape. A three-dimensional shape can have more than one net. A floor map shows the design or layout of a house on paper. A deep drawing shows the height, width, and depth of the house.